Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hello, all you architects of fate. Let me make sure you sound. Yes, we have sound. We are good to go, everybody. So happy to see you once again here at the Architects of Fate, where we are playing Cyberpunk Red, specifically the Hope Reborn campaign inside of Cyberpunk Red. We are getting ready to start Chapter 4, The Devil's Cut, and ladies and gentlemen, it is a heist chapter. I'm so excited to share this chapter with you guys. I hope you guys are just as excited, are almost as excited as me to watch it. And maybe, probably not, but maybe you go back and see this in the future on YouTube or something. And if you do, you need to check us out. Meet us on Discord. And I just put that into the Twitch chat there. Meet us on Discord, hang out with us. But speaking of us, I want to introduce my cast and crew. First off, I'm going to introduce Nat Too Shabby, the man behind the scenes, keeping us running, our producer, moderator, and the one that keeps the light on. You can't see him, but he can see you. Thank you very much, Nat. Always appreciated. And after that, I have a bunch of players. My first player is going to be Altari, playing Troubleshooter.
And I'll actually be able to hear things today.
Yay! Yay! Oh.
Your son's a white whaler.
We are currently missing Alastor playing the white whale, but he might join us later on in the evening when he gets done with some real life events, so one can only hope and cross their fingers. After that, we have Evney playing Batty. Tell us a little bit about yourself there.
Batty is exactly as her name describes. She'll take care of problems that crop up. She's fairly good in a crisis, but she can also tend to instigate the situation a little bit. But she can usually resolve whatever has been instigated, especially if she's the one that did it. So if she can't, she'll just run off and let everybody else handle it while she finds Jello.
Yep. Goes by green Jello. Yep.
Hello, Jello.
Yep.
Below that, we have James playing Ghost Toad. Say hello. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am Ghost Toad. I eat the green Jello.
I am Ghost Toad. Da 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 da. I eat the green Jello. Da 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 da.
That's what's going on in my head.
Yeah. That's what
they do.
There's a Jello dance always happening in Batty's head. Always.
Next, we have Bill playing Meat Cakes.
And all I think about is Jello wrestling.
Oh, God.
Hello, Stripes.
Hey, wait a minute.
You found the completely wrong use for Jello, guys.
Awkward.
That junk.
Very.
Off screen but present is April playing Jazzy. Wave your hand over. Say hello. That's the ticket.
Yes! Hand, singular.
As hand. Singular.
Hand.
Hand.
Okay, there you go, plurals. Okay.
All right, you guys. Well, it has been approximately a week since the end of our last brief adventure, where we found a missing rocker boy, Miss Carrie Zayot's input, and wrong book. And since that time, you've had a week of rest and relaxation. And now, Miss Marianne, the proprietor of the Forlorn Hope that got blowed up and is now rebuilding here in Woodland Park, has said, hey, come meet me at the Forlorn Hope. I want to show you guys what's going on, and I might just have a job for you.
Ooh. Well, I guess we're gonna head over there.
Before we
Need
get
the
to that,
bits.
I want to roll some rumors. I meant to do rumors first because at the beginning of every story, major story chapter, you get to roll for rumors. Medias get to do it every week, but if the media and the fixer would roll for rumors, media roll your credibility, and then fixer roll just like streetwise or local knowledge, either or.
Okay. I'm guessing educate. I can't remember. I don't roll streetwise very often. You said streetwise or what?
Streetwise, local knowledge, something that makes sense for hearing rumors going on in the area. Okay, yeah,
Local
that
knowledge.
sounds good to me. That sounds great. Okay. And Bill, if you would roll for her, just click her credibility button.
Credibility.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do.
Credibility.
Do-do-do-do.
Credibility.
Man, I just got that fucking shit out of my head.
Dude, it
I
was
heard
there
somebody say,
days.
somebody said phenomenal, and my brain just took it
I think you have to go into the.
and ran.
Who are you?
I'm right here. Your
No, you gotta go up to the
media
top.
credibility.
And then click the roll button there by credibility.
There's no roll button. Oh, roll right there.
Roll rumors.
Yes.
Yes, rumors.
I push button.
Oh, that did not seem to roll.
It didn't roll.
Rumors. It did. Rumors.
Yeah, you rolled a
5.
five, but it
Passive
didn't-
rumors. The 6. So there's 2 different ones, and it gives you the rumor underneath it.
But it didn't. All it did was the straight roll. It didn't give
It's because
her
she didn't get a
credibility.
high enough roll to actually do anything. The rumor is less than hazy on both counts.
Rumors.
Her passive, she didn't even hit the passive DV.
Oh,
She
Well,
heard
that's
nothing.
not. But there were no bonuses added in order to hit the DV. Is what I'm saying.
Ah.
So we're just gonna. Interesting.
there's
All right. Well, we are gonna add 4
Have her
to
roll
that
local
per
knowledge
rank.
then.
Yeah, just roll the local knowledge. That'll be easy.
That's an education.
what now?
Let's do a local knowledge instead of rumors until I can figure out what's going on with that rumors, because it doesn't seem like it rolled it properly.
Rumors, and that's under what now?
Education.
Yep, education and then local
Very
expert home.
Yep.
Local expert. Yeah.
Your education.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I see what's going on. So that actually did roll that part right. It's just a 2 plus.
You short under education? Because I'm.
Scroll down. It's a little lower underneath the other skills. There's language and then local expert. Local expert. There's a button there.
Unless she just never added a local expert into her.
She's
Add
got a
the
plus
skill.
12 on it. It says home. So you have your education skills, then there's a brick for language, then there's a brick for local expert, home -12.
Here, I'll take a picture and send it to April.
There is nothing under that.
Go lower.
Oh, home 12. Okay.
Click
Don't
that.
have it skills yet.
Click that home 12.
You got it.
Good enough.
Oh,
14.
Okay.
20.
Now I see
All
why I
right.
was missing it.
All right. So, Fixer, you got some rumors. It's kind of stuff that you already knew for the most part. There's some small talk going around in the neighborhood about how the albino alligators have been neutered. Um, there's been
Snip,
some
snip,
talk and some
motherfuckers.
advertising about the Forlorn Hope is reopening soon. I mean, it's an Edge Runner bar. It was a pretty famous Edge Runner bar, so people are excited that it's reopening.
Right.
You get some rumors about, in the politics scene, because you're tuned into that, you get rumors that megacorps are trying to get the city to step up on infrastructure and safety regulations. But, the real story, it's not actually because they're trying to be safer for people. It's just because they're trying to save money because buildings get blown up and sinkholes appear and their insurance rates go up. And so they want the city to do better safety inspections. So their insurance goes down.
All of my pens died.
Media. You get, with the 14, you only get one of the two rumors I put out here. But you do hear a rumor that a crew of street mercs raided the Dirty Hippies last month, inflicting severe casualties and destroying many of the garden beds. Street mercs have also attacked stems and seeds and the reclaimer gardens in the RC night market, but they met stiff resistance from local security who successfully repelled them. Rumors of attacks on other guerrilla gardening operations in Night City during the same time period suggest the assaults originate from the same source.
Sounds like a familiar theme.
Sounds like a familiar theme, yes.
A little bit, yeah. Well,
All right, so it is now the first of the month, people.
Be right
Please reduce your money for your lifestyle and rent.
I'll be right
Reduce
back.
your eddies, okay. Reduce your eddies for your lifestyle and rent costs, please. It's the first of the month. If you want to change up or change down your lifestyle and rent, now is the time to do so. I put the charts back in the Discord again. Otherwise, I'm
I
just
did
going to
that at
assume
the end
nothing
of
changes.
last session, so I wouldn't forget.
Perfect. And with that, I need to wait till she gets back before I do the start. Okay. And with that, you guys might have some boozy horchata espresso martini things, but I have tea, hot tea, and whiskey. Hot tequila. Hot tequila. Not whiskey. Tequila.
I have tangerine water.
All right.
I am on an annoying low FODMAP diet, so all I get is water.
I got
It's
water.
good for you. Water is
If you don't believe me, see, look, it's water.
All right.
That's what this is too.
You guys head over to the other side of the block where the Forlorn Hope is under construction. There are a bunch of Jack Skorkowski, realtor extraordinaires, construction guys there. And inside there's contractors drilling, installing drywall, doing the whole rebuilding the place business. And Marianne Freeman welcomes you into the still under renovation Forlorn Hope. Come on in, she says. We haven't installed the stools yet, but you can lean against the bar, she says with an impish smile. She serves you guys some lemonade. It's mixed from it's a powder mix lemonade, but the water has been run through a filter and the jug was in the cooler, so there's that at least. It's a little hard to hear her over the sound of power tools screeching and buzzing as the contractors continue their building work, but she's used to speaking over the wall of noise.
That
Guys,
means. Oh, go ahead.
a real bar needs a real liquor collection, not just the scent stuff. And our old one died in the fire, she says. There's a tiny wrinkle between her brows as she looks a little sad for a moment, but she smooths it away quickly. I tried to tap my old friends with liquor collections to see if anyone was willing to sell to us, but I've come up dry, no pun intended. Some of my old acquaintances have already sold up, but other people seem to have lost their liquor collections in an odd series of accidents. One of these old friends is going to be here in just a moment, and if her story goes the way I expect it to, I think I'm going to have a job for you.
Sounds good.
So I'm having trouble hearing her. So I heard lemonade as women made.
Nope, this is very tart. It's definitely a premix powder, but it is a very tart lemonade premix powder.
Get your vitamin C.
It's kind of like the green pudding, but with much more flavor.
I'll ask for a second glass after I quickly finish the first.
She is happy to pour you a second glass from her little cooler.
Ooh.
And she looks up and let's see. Copy, paste. No. How do I turn this into image? Which I can't, but I can do this. Not data pack DLCs. I thought I could just paste this in. It's not letting me. Hope Reborn Plus. There we go.
Does she have any more of the powder?
Lone Ham. I mean, she's got her jug of lemonade.
I'm asking if she has any more of the powder. I'm asking her if she has more of the mix.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Can I have some?
Yeah, that's fine. She hands you. She reaches behind the counter and hands you a packet.
Cool. I'm totally gonna eat this like a pixie stick.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna lick my finger, stick in the packet, lick my finger, just walk around doing that.
Put it on the counter. Chop a line.
downloads. Loads.
She wants to taste it, not like
My library.
burn the rest of her sinuses out.
Yeah.
Yet.
They're all metal up in there now anyway, right?
Not yet. That's my eyeballs, not my nose.
All right.
Why is Harry the shrimp
Mm.
over the top of Troubleshooter's head? Troubleshooter, you went all like freaking Mantar on us with a freaking female upper body growing out of your shoulders.
Yeah, Mantar.
What are you talking about?
On the map, the DM put a picture up on the screen, and then before he moved it and resized it, the picture was literally coming out of your shoulders, so it looked like you had two shoulders. And, yeah.
I am on my laptop and therefore only have one screen to look at. So I was looking at you guys since we didn't.
Okay, so the big round one in the middle, that is Marianne, the proprietor of the bar.
Hell yeah.
And as you're talking to Marianne, drinking a little bit of shrimp, in walks a diminutive, tiny little woman in her probably mid-50s. She's got a side cut, big, thick glasses, and a very mischievous-looking smile on her face. And she walks in, and before Marianne can even say hi, she just pops up with them. Oh, Marianne, you minx. As lovely as the day I pulled you off that island. Marianne kind of glances, kind of chuckles back. Oh, stop. If I recall right, you pulled my husband off it as well. And I paid you back in Colombia during the 4th. Everyone, this is my good friend Harriet Woodward, better known as Harriet the Shrimp. Well, I couldn't bear to see you heartbroken without him. She's got salt and pepper hair. She's got Kuroshi cyber eyes, which, as you might note, one of your party members, Batty, also now has a pair of Kuroshi cyber eyes. She's got a pair of gray chinos, threadbare navy collared blazer. And she leans against the bar, grabs the cooler of lemonade, pours it, takes a sip. Oh, I see, she says. And Marianne goes, this is who I have picked for the job. She nods, she takes a look you guys up and down real good. And she pulls out a little agent, a hologram producer, and like the synth leather little carrying case, and pulls out an agent, little hologram agent, puts it on the table, and hits a button, and up pictures 3 cargo containers that have been strapped together. And she goes, "This used to be my home." She flips to the next hologram, and it's an image of the trio of scorched shipping containers that have been burnt down to the bare steel.
Hmm.
This is my home now, she says. Bloody shame, but as you can see, I haven't got much of anything left. Possessions come and go, and I've got other places, but I kept my booze collection here. I had promised to sell it to Marianne and her husband, the professor. Now that plan has gone all up in smoke. Although, I'm pretty sure it wasn't due to the fire, she says. I am 100% sure someone set the blaze to cover a theft.
I try to touch the hologram.
Your hand goes through it, briefly disrupting the hologram.
I'm gonna snort.
Did you
I'm
hear
gonna
the setup?
snort laugh.
Did you hear the setup, Altari? Okay.
I'm gonna snort laugh when his hand does that, and he looks confused, and some of the powder that I was eating is gonna get snorted with it, and I'm just gonna start dying in the background.
And Batty starts choking up lemonade powder.
No, that's funny.
I'm just gonna like flip you off as I'm dying over here.
Save Batty?
No. All right. So
Yeah,
you think the cargo containers were burned after somebody stole your booze collection?
I think somebody wants me to think my collection burnt down.
Do you have an idea of who it might be?
I'm an observant bird. Let's see. Okay, so that answer. A good snoop of my place didn't tell me anything more about who burned it down, so I took a different route. I looked into who might want to steal the collection instead, and I spotted a likely culprit. In the old days, I would have handled this personally, but I can't in the here and now. You see, when I retired, there was a gentleperson's agreement that I'd only ever do consulting gigs from now on. If I put my toes back in directly, it could be seen as a declaration of war in some quarters. You understand? And Marianne, how about a little privacy? Marianne says sure, and takes the party to a back room and shoos out the contractors. Closes the door. There's a contracting table in the middle of it. 2 nights ago, when I was out at Coretta's shooting pool with a couple of my best girls, I got an alert on my agent. The carbon monoxide detectors and temp sensors were going nuts. I didn't get back in time to put anything out, unfortunately. And this is what I found. As she points to the hologram again of the burnt down trio of storage units. Someone wants me to think the liquor burned in the fire. I found melted glass in my storeroom. But I'm an observant bird. I took inventory of the melted glass and compared it to the inventory stored on my agent. There wasn't enough glass to account for what burned down, and some of the broken glass was blue. None of my bottles were blue.
That could be due to cobalt content somewhere in that room. Sometimes. Yeah.
So you've requested privacy, but you just basically shared the same thing that you shared out there. What did you want privacy for?
Well, I try to keep to myself these days. I'm out of the game, she says. Conveningly, not saying which game she was out of, but burning my place down to steal my liquor's the kind of thing a gal comes out of retirement for, she says. So how would you cuties like to aid me in pulling off a heist and help the Forlorn Hope out in the process?
Okay.
I'm mute.
Crime!
Yay.
Time.
Burn it down.
She pulls out a couple of folders out of her satchel.
Oh, wait, too soon.
Big, large format photos taken from a distance via a zoom lens. And at the very top is a picture of a ruthlessly well-dressed woman with a shining blue-black tech hair and jade-green cyber eyes. Her bronze-tinted skin shimmers with the distinctive light-bending glow associated with the very most expensive ChemSkin nano-glitter implants. In the photograph, she is looking up and speaking to someone just out of frame. Player art handouts. Let's see. Is there a better one named NPCs? No, no. Surely there's a better one. That's disappointing that there's not a better one there. Let's see if it's... Ooh, I bet it's here. Julianne. There we go. Tales of the Red artwork pack. Oh god, that picture is awful. Ugh. That picture is absolutely awful. All right. Show to players, show to everyone.
She's glittery. And she looks like a pool underwater.
She slaps these 3 high gloss photographs down on the table. Nat, if you could click on the Roll20, if you would click on that, what I just popped up to make it go kind of full screen. That way the audience can see the 3 photos she pulled
looks
out.
like she has sperm floating around on her face.
The one on the
Those are
left.
Flowers.
The one on the left, not the one on the right.
Oh.
This is Juliana Jules Lung, she says. She's a rising star in the Continental Brands food chain and has been promoted to Chief Operations Officer of a new investment vehicle. We've talked about Continental Brands before. If you eat it, it's probably been from Continental some way or the other.
We're boycotting Continental.
She throws down a second picture. And this is a tall, broad-shouldered man with tousled black shoulder-length hair wearing an expensive sport coat and a dress shirt as if he wishes they were tech gear instead. This is Jules' bodyguard. Street name, Anvil. His real name is Anver Carson. Continental Brands hired him away from a Canadian Marine Commando regiment. She slaps down the third photograph. This one is taken in a separate location from the first 2 and shows a harried-looking young woman holding a trio of cough pop cups in a plastic tray. Her Kim skin is designed to look like an old Ming vase with a dark blue EMP lines over the porcelain white, and more she looks like a walking anachronism in her business attire. This is Miss Mira Maldonado, she says, Lung's personal assistant. She was a hard one to investigate, and I still don't have most of her dossier assembled, which means she's probably covert ops in disguise. She slapped some business cards on the table. Continental Brands put Lung in charge of a new investment vehicle, a liquor bank called the Devil's Cut. You see, since the collapse in the 90s, the number of vineyards and distilleries worldwide has shrunk to an all-time low. Real, actual booze is rare. Chemically blended intoxicants have taken over the market, she says. This means vintage bottles of the good stuff are worth a lot of eddies. Hunting down the right liquors to invest in takes work and specialist knowledge, and storing them makes you a target. So, why not saddle up to a liquor bank, pay for them to acquire the best bottles, and store them safe on your behalf? That's what the Devil's Cut is, a booze bank. As far as I can tell, she got the idea from a trip to France when she found a wine bank.
Where is the Devil's Cut?
It is up in the Upper Marina. It's a ritzy high-class district where, well, you guys will stand out like a sore thumb as you are.
I'm sorry, is it cup or cut?
Devil's Cut.
Cut.
Which is also the name of the chapter.
Well, I'm going to have to go shopping.
Jello?
So you've been offered the job now. This is where you gather information, like ask questions.
Okay. Approximately how many bottles were burned in your collection?
She reaches through the folders and pulls out a list. Pulls out a small list. Here are the 7 exotic bottles. There was a 16-year-old. There was a 16-year Islay single malt, a clay bottle of Junmai sake made with Mount Fuji spring water, one of the very last cask-aged bourbons decanted before the Kentucky distilleries all closed, the last bottling of an apple brandy distilled before a mutated strain of fire blight wiped out the Normandy orchards in France, a rare Swedish cloudberry liqueur, cloudberries are now extinct, an Irish pot still whiskey distilled with actual Liffey River water, and last, and my personal favorite, a bottle of tequila with Johnny Silverhand's autograph on it. It was a limited promotional tie-in. My collection's small, but it's all top shelf and one of a kind. You're going to want something to tote those in, though. Be very careful hauling them. You'll be carrying precious cargo.
How did you used to tote them?
Are they all? Go ahead.
Did
sorry.
those methods of yours go up in the fire?
I mean, they're bottles of booze. You just don't let them crack into things. If you're carrying a bunch of them and you're running and jumping and diving.
Well, I mean,
Take a break.
I figured you know, it's your job. I expected you to have a method of storing and transporting your goods.
Storing, yes. I stored them in my secured safe room until somebody burnt down my entire home to get to them.
I'm assuming they're all about 750 milliliters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just thinking of options for transport. 7 bottles, 750 mils.
Hey guys, remember when we busted that warehouse with that freak job who was doing the mine thing?
The crazy clown cat, yeah.
Zero with the brain dance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Anybody taking over that warehouse yet?
You guys don't know.
Let's
I
go
can find
find out. Because I think I remember there being crates in there. We could probably use a crate.
I'm pretty sure I could source some smaller crates. It's only 7 bottles. I don't think we'll need a whole crate for it.
Well, that's her 7 bottles. Well, we're busting into a tank, man. We're not going for the little stuff.
Here's the important part. Harry says, I don't want these bottles retrieved only. She stole from me. She destroyed my home. I want Lung humiliated, and I want it done right. A smash and grab isn't going to be enough. Her bosses could forgive a random act of violence. We need to make it clear to her higher-ups that she's incompetent. That means a heist, pulled off during her big opening night ceremony. That gives us 3 days. The specifics of the heist are up to you, but I can offer any benefit of my experience and suggest a few ways I might have done it back in the way. She pulls out a map of the city, or pulls up a map of the city on her hologram agent. She points out she's got a marker on a location. The Devil's Cut is in a converted bistro in the upper marina, between Graffiti X, an art gallery, and Night City Bubbles, a high-priced spa/escort service. And although it isn't open, the Devil's Cut Liquor Bank Garden Patch is already up. Garden Patch is basically the Night City Facebook sort of thing. It shows off images of Art Nouveau themed interior, faux marble floors, graceful bronze tinted fixtures, plush armchairs.
Let's see.
So you just want her humiliated? Like, if we have the opportunity to, can we take it?
I don't have any desire to murder her. I want her alive. I want her to be embarrassed and to live with that. When her superiors see how incompetent she is, she'll be managing a True 2 station in Oklahoma.
Okay.
She wants her to live to regret her.
Yeah.
Yes.
She wants her to feel the pain, and she wants vengeance.
She looks over at Meatcakes and goes, "You understand."
Yeah. What now?
I said I can reach out some of my contacts and get more publicity.
Make sure there's a few more media hanging around to see it that aren't
So-
paid by the corporate.
So she's part of Continental, which we already don't like.
Right?
Do we have any like periphery contacts with Continental, or
I think we determined that you didn't have any direct contacts inside of Continental. You
Right,
had
but-
contacts at Biochem or Biotechnica,
Biotechnica,
but
right?
none at Continental proper.
I know they make a terrible breakfast.
I mean, they're just freaking kibble.
As Marianne goes, speaking of breakfast, you guys hungry? And she steps out real quick and comes back with some scop dogs.
Heck yeah.
Scop dogs, complete with some actual, genuine, dehydrated onion flakes on top.
I'm gonna skip over, grab one, kiss her on the cheek, and then skip away and go eat it.
I copy Batty's movements.
Nope. Jesus.
Do you go to the same? Do you skip to the same corner that she did, or do you skip to like a different corner?
I gotta kiss the lady on the cheek.
Ghost Toad runs over, grabs the hot dog, kisses her on the cheek, spilling some of the dehydrated onions, and then skips back to the table where the cooler of lemonade is.
Meatcakes looks like he is trying to resist the intrusive thoughts to flying scissor kick both these fuckers in the head.
You can't. I'm in the other side of the room guarding my onion flakes over here. Glaring daggers at Toad because he spilled some of the onion flakes.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna like around a huge mouthful of food to go, thanks, Marianne!
You're so welcome.
Meatcakes.
Okay, so what businesses did you say were around the
She said on one side, or not she said, when you pulled up the map of it, to the left of it was a graffiti art shop, to the right was a spa and escort service.
So potentially some soundproofing type scenarios going on there?
In this district, the buildings do have separate walls. They're not sharing a wall. So there is alleys between them.
This is old style city. Right?
This is the upper marina.
This
so
is
it's the
ritzy
fancy part of town.
Posh shit, yeah.
One of the fancy parts of town, I should say.
It's still standing
Actually,
from all this, right?
The move party ribbon here. Here we go. So if you look at the new map that I just popped up, the upper marina is kind of the teal towards the top right.
Yep.
It is the rebuilding urban zone sort of thing. And then right about there.
Ah.
Right on the water.
Yep. The place itself isn't beachfront, but it is one street up from beachfront. And it is near docks where there are rich people yachts and boats and things.
So 3 days.
Big event is in 3 days. And I want her embarrassed at that event.
Is that enough time for me to forge some identification and or seizure documentation?
Yeah,
or
sure.
Search documentation?
You could do some forgery between now and then.
Because you said 3 days. I just didn't know how, like, if I wanted to be, like, actually, like, past just a surface inspection type thing. Like,
I would,
because I know it could take a minute depending on how.
Yeah, 3 days is plenty of time to do forgeries. I also want to point out one set of rules, and if you'll go to the compendium page and look for Flash of Luck is the name of it. I'll give you the quick rundown of it. But Flash of Luck is the I'm doing a heist, but I can't plan everything rule, which basically you can spend luck points to retcon things that you would have planned for when they happened. So the example is you're in the middle of a heist and you're cornered and you're like, hey, I wish we had thought of putting in a thing on the power to turn off the lights when somebody says a magic word. Flash of luck, spend a couple of luck points, and turns out while you were casing the joint, you really did actually put in a thing.
They're like mulligans.
Yeah. Flash of luck is mulligans. It costs luck points, and there is a a chance to succeed or fail, obviously.
Right.
But basically, that's kind of gives you guys a little bit of leeway with the amount of luck that you have for events as well. So you don't need to be like super ultra mega overplan,
Okay.
All right, so
but
do
just as
we have?
just as a a handicap there.
Yeah. Does Shrimp have access to any of the? Uh, like, was there ever any like metro or substations underneath the ground in there, service tunnels, things where we could sneak things out of or through?
The Upper Marina is one of the places where the public transit has been rebuilt. Being on the shoreline, it is occasionally buried by water, depending on tides and bad luck. But it the underground lines work better. There are less likely to be flooded or boxed in. There is an above ground metro train that does always work, as well as very regular access to taxis and other public transportation, things like that. But as far as the underground goes, there is tunnels, and they have been more excavated there and repaired than in some other places around the city.
Okay.
Okay, here's what I need. I need a ballpoint pen. I need a pack of chewing gum. I
Okay,
need a
MacGyver.
Swiss Army knife and that guy's leg.
Well, considering there's only 2 or 3 other men in this room, and that is Ghost Toad, Troubleshooter, and the White Whale. Actually, 2 other men. White Whale's not here.
I'll fill him in later.
Wait, well,
Not like
that's
that.
what I would point at too. I want his leg.
Exactly like that.
That'll slow him down. I'll finally be able to get to the kitchen table first.
So if I were able to, because I don't know what all the different documentation and stuff like that for that really goes into this game, because I haven't actually thought about doing that yet. But like if I were able to like forge like an ID card or whatever, and then like some paperwork for like a search and seizure type thing, or just enough some kind of paperwork to get into the building without like with a team to look for something or
Only a tactics roll.
tactics. Shit.
Yeah. I kind of use tactics as a little bit of my cheat. Like, here's an idea. Or better yet, you're talking this out loud with Harry the Shrimp, I'm assuming, in your
Yeah.
party. She's like, that's not a terrible idea.
I mean, at least gets an idea, like, so we know where to look in there to see if there's any kind of.
Now, I can
Accurate
guarantee you that
tactics,
she's
sorry.
got all of her T's and I's dotted and crossed. She is a corporate cutthroat and is an executive for a reason. I know that she's going to be doing all of her paperwork. But, I mean, the city is doing a lot of extra inspections right now. You could probably forge some, like, city inspection stuff.
I could definitely do that. All
I
right.
don't think that would get you in during the gala itself, considering the gala
But it would
starts
be
at 10 p.m.
before it.
But it
We
might
could at
get
least
you
get
in.
some things set up
Mhm.
or little things to make it easier to get in once the gala
Yep.
starts.
Like we could set up our distraction ahead of time.
Set up a distraction or some kind of backdoor type scenario around a security, something.
It could certainly get you access to the building if you can pull off those forgery documents, and if not, I know a guy
I know a guy to do what?
to make the forgeries for you.
Oh, I wouldn't mind talking to them, but I might be able to do that as long as I can get some generals and specifics. I'm sorry, I'm still looking for freaking tactics.
It is. I believe it's.
I was trying to split focus there. Control.
How about this? The last
It's under
person-
education.
Thank
last person who
you.
would ever want the city to inspect them would be a what?
Wow, a 15
A
on
high
tactics. All right.
A high priced, like, poor place, right? So why don't we threaten them with an inspection, and basically they will then allow us in.
Next door?
Yeah,
There's nothing saying we can't do both.
yeah, and then we
I
could.
apologize. I didn't realize I hit accounting. Sorry about that.
With the 15 in tactics, yeah. So along with kind of talking this out loud, and then with Harry, there are 3 stages to this. There is casing the joint, doing recon, and there are a lot of different ways you can think of to case the joint, but definitely like with the whole inspection thing going on of the information that you got in your rumors, that would be one good way to get in is pretending to be doing an inspection on the building.
Which I'm totally cool with.
Second step is perform the heist itself. That's going to be during the event. And then the third step is escape the scene. Just to, get away.
Right.
One thing Jules says is, let's see, where does she say it? Where does she say it? You can perform good old-fashioned reconnaissance, watch the place inside and out. It was renovated recently, so there will be up-to-date blueprints if you can find them. You can also find an inn with maybe one of Lung's people, her bodyguard, her assistant. Even the security guards work in the building. Back in the day, posing as some sort of city official, inspecting the joint was always a favorite of mine. And I even hear that Lung is looking for an entertainer to juice up the opening gala. Or hell, maybe you got your own ideas. You got options.
Well, I
Well,
think you
for a
have an
party.
entertainer that could,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll jump at roll.
we've got
Roll.
power band setting up.
We do. And we have somebody that can fudge some paperwork saying that, no, he was definitely supposed to be here for this event.
So again, you could look in deeper into any of those things, come up with your own ideas. This is a pretty open flow. Like, I have the setting, I
Right.
have the security that you're going to get through, as well as a couple of
Well,
events
then-
to make things difficult. But y'all need to figure out the heist, and
Then
I will
let's see
give
if-
options as I can.
Let's see if we can find some blueprints of the building, because if it was renovated, even
Well,
in the
Jazzy
last
can
couple
do
of
that.
years, we can see if we can track down. I mean, a lot of that would be public record. Theory.
The blueprints wouldn't be public record, but you
But-
could maybe
Hack-
bribe a city official. Hack
I
city
could totally do that.
officials. You could maybe get the blueprints directly from, an employee. And blueprints don't tell the whole story because you also want to know
Right.
what kind of security is in there.
Hence the reason I say if we could get the blueprints in one way or another, kind of at least to like look over them. I could still do we could try to get in as an official of some sort to inspect or
Just
whatever.
because we don't know the exact layout of the security with the videos and all that,
Mhm.
doesn't mean that we can't find access outside of the building, because those wires got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah,
Right.
and
We
we
gotta go
have
off the-
somebody, that can
We got Ghost Toad.
we can have somebody that can ticky tack into that.
Yeah,
You do have a hacker now.
and Jazzy can do the little library search thing here,
Yep.
and maybe come up with something about the blueprints.
I am going to need spells.
Can I
Spell.
go ahead and hit that for her?
Spells.
Not
With the
yet.
blueprints. No.
Not yet.
Not
okay.
yet. Once we get to the do phase, then we'll start doing the rolls.
Okay.
For right now, we are in the talk phase.
Toad says he needs spells. Can you elaborate?
When I go to the net, need spells.
Spells. Like abracadabra?
Give me a streetwise roll, please, Batty.
Oh, okay. Streetwise.
It's just a difficulty value 12. Easy.
Yeah, I did everything. I looked at so many different character sheets today. I gotta remember where everything's at now.
Right.
Because I had an issue with the other one. It's not an ornament performance training. Social?
Patty having an issue.
Ah!
Oh! Yep, you are exactly that confused. Okay.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck are spells? And I asked for elaboration, and nobody answered me.
If somebody else wants to do a streetwise roll other than Ghost Toad or Batty, I would allow it. If you don't
Sure.
care that he's calling things spells, then you don't care.
Jazzy's going to try.
Alrighty.
Straighten that out.
Just a
But
difficulty 12.
and what is it under?
Streetwise, social.
Social. Do you know how impressively I have to fail a roll to get a 4?
Wow! And it. Wait, how does Jazz have 0 points in streetwise? That's not right.
I have a level 6 in Streetwise, and I rolled a 4. I have a minimum of 13, and I rolled a 4.
Jazz have 0 points in streetwise.
She has 6. I'm looking right at it.
No, 6 is for her
cool. Her
yeah,
level
cool
of
stat.
it. Her level is
I
0.
thought every media started with streetwise. Let me double check that. But that's crazy. Every media starts with streetwise.
I guess I didn't actually care, and it was just one of those like, what the fuck kind of moments.
But yeah, apparently you guys are super confused about all this.
I'm not a hacker, so that tracks.
Or anything like that.
Guess what? We're going to use one of those luck points right now.
It's
No.
it's not that important. Okay.
I'm gonna look at something like, how do I get you spells?
What kind of vendor
Wow. The
would
media
have?
does not start with streetwise. Okay.
We're going to have to learn you.
So there are official shops, but your best bet is to find a night market somewhere. Night markets are where you find all the good illicit goods.
Yeah. Meat Cakes feels like he's going to need a couple stems.
I could do that. I just didn't know what they were because I'd never
So
gotten
just
them
so you
before.
know, spells is hacker terms for software they use when hacking.
Ah, okay, that works. Also, that tracks. I probably could have figured that out if I really thought about it.
You are all still very confused on that. You don't know what that means.
I don't. Well, Batty doesn't. Again, had I thought about it for more than 2 seconds, I probably could have figured that out.
Just
But
go to where do we get spells?
The night market.
Okay, night market. Okay.
okay,
We'll get you spells, buddy.
we'll go to we'll get you some magic. That's what I'm about to do. Is go. We'll get you some sparkle magic.
You shall pass.
What's up, Wicked Weasel? Good to see ya. We're talking about spells in Cyberpunk because that's
Yep.
fun. Okay, so again,
I feel like I just got to throw everybody for a loop, and
It
I'm
was
really happy
great.
about it.
So again, you have Harry and Marianne here in front of you. You can always call them up later or text them. That's Cyberpunk. You can call people, which is nice and sometimes hard to remember. But while they're here, if there are things that you want to talk about, ask suggestions, ask information, context, history, like
What's we're going in there to heist. We got to know what to grab. So what's the good stuff? Other than what you've already told us, which I'm writing down.
So Harry says, I am hiring you to embarrass the ever-living fuck out of that woman. Marianne pops up, and then Harry goes, I'll pay you 1,000 eddies each to embarrass that woman in 3 days. Marianne pops up and says, I'll pay you 100 eddies per bottle that you bring back from that fancy collection.
Questions?
Yes, strange one with the eyeballs.
Hello.
Putting out her yellow.
About watered my monitor.
Oh, I have not had enough tequila. Strange one with the eyeballs. Yes.
There were 2 ounces in that, so I don't know what to tell you.
Level of security.
I don't know. So my place was burnt down 2 nights ago, and I have been trying to figure out who's done it since. I have found out that it's her, and I can't get too involved because of. Or sorry, wrong voice. I can't get too involved because of agreements that I have not to
Yeah.
go into these sort of
But
things.
somebody walks away from a lifestyle after so many years, usually holds something in reserve to make sure that nobody comes to silence her. So, what kind of goodies you got stored away?
Well, if
Like,
I told you all of my secrets, then I would
I
just
don't need.
lose my allure.
Of course, Bill, darling. But if you happen to have maybe some spyware, some little edge that we could use,
Ooh, ooh.
you know, a trick you used to like to use in the back in the day, that you would like her to see get used to do this heist, which would then be your calling card to her.
Chance.
Oh.
He says that, and then I just look at her straight in the eyes and go, please? I have a high persuasion. Can I roll it?
I'm still looking at Meatcakes with this look of like, what the fuck? After he goes, oh darling, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I missed everything else. I heard "oh darling" coming out of my mouth, and my brain just shut down.
He goes,
I pick things up and I put them down.
There we go. I went.
she looks thoughtfully for a minute. She goes, "Oh, I could certainly cover some bribes and some connections here and there for you."
Awesome. Yeah,
Thank you.
we would love to embarrass the shit out of her, but if we could also give her a hint as to who it might have done the embarrassing, wouldn't that be
I don't
just
care if she knows. I don't
sweeter?
want her to know who did it. That means she can
Not
come back.
exactly, but only
No,
her
no,
would
no.
know.
I don't care. I don't want her to know who did it. I just want her to be embarrassed.
Awesome. We'll do that.
There's no calling card. People that leave calling cards get caught.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
So
But-
Harry's gonna do
How
some
about some
bribes to get people to
embarrassing
look the other
secrets of her?
way and this
Do you
and
know
that.
any
No,
embarrassing
she
secrets
she
of her?
said she will. She said she would cover
Cover them. Okay.
some bribes, but she is not getting directly involved.
Right.
Right, but if we could figure out if we could go like, hey, X amount budget or whatever.
Yeah. Well, she's
She'll
not
be
going to say a
like-
specific dollar amount, but
No, but I'm saying, but like if event or thing or object or money or whatever, she would cover it.
basically, if there are some specific tasks here that cost a little bit of extra money, she
So-
might be willing to
so-
cover.
To reimburse. Okay.
She might be willing to
maybe
cover. She might be willing to cover some of your operating expenses here to achieve this.
what I'm thinking along the lines of is like one of those little micro spy camera insects that you can remotely fly through an area. That's what I'm thinking of. You know, hey, it's cyber.
Drones right now are much larger, and as you experienced during the candy cane part of the campaign, not very not autonomous. They are very controlled, but they're also a little bit larger. You don't know of anything outside of like the FIA having that sort of spy equipment.
Okay. Damn.
You guys are a little
we-
more low tech than that.
What if we, once we do this heist, we get all this stuff and we booby trap it, so that way whenever she comes, we can alert her when we're going that she'll rush over to see, and she'll maybe pop a booby trap, like, you know, a sleep grenade, and she passes out and authorities arrive and it looks like she stole everything.
Why would she steal her own booze? You know what? No, as Harry goes, run with that. If you could implicate her in embezzlement while you're doing it, that would be even more embarrassing. I love
I'm not gonna lie. I said it out loud. I was like, I didn't think that would work. I was just thinking.
It
I don't know how
works.
to do that.
anything that embarrasses her further. Honestly, if you can make her appear guilty of embezzlement and not only be embarrassed but also be investigated,
I
throw
could
you
do
in an ex-
that.
I'd throw in an extra 500 eddies for that.
Freaking Toe could hack into her shit, and I could forge all the fucking financials.
And then let's hack into her agent and get all the naughty pictures too.
She's an executive in Continental. She's going to have personal security.
Yeah.
Spells.
Spells.
Apparently, that's the only thing between us standing.
Sparkle magic.
Yes,
Yeah.
dear. You'll need some new software to get in. I'm willing to buy some for you, but I don't know what you need.
You have to
Toad is
tell her
happy.
what
Toad is
you
happy.
need.
Spells.
I will get list.
Basically, go tell me figure out what you want from the night market, and then we'll figure out costs.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna say this, Ghost Toad, James. We have never done net running in Cyberpunk Red before.
Nope.
I am not super familiar with net running, so you and I are going to be learning this together. I need you to understand it at least as much as I do.
Yep.
And I understand it. I've gone through it. I know the basics of it. But what I can't do is give you like advicey things, just because I don't know. I haven't ever done net running in Cyberpunk Red. It's a whole different realm.
Okay.
So I'm going to be leaning on you to do the research to know what you need, but I am going to be generous on what's available.
Good. Sounds cool. I wonder if I can do that faster online.
Yeah, so it's all in the compendium. It's in the main book. It's in the compendium. There's an actual deck of cards that I keep thinking about buying. It's all of the cyberware or net running deck of cards that you can like draw out the different spells, and they have everything listed on there. It's really interesting, but it's like $20 for a really, 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 really niche use case to have a physical card representation. It's not really worth the $20, but I want them because it'd just be fun. I just don't do enough. It doesn't really help online though. It's something that would be like fun in person, and I don't exactly run in person because I run here for the Architects of Fate because I love you guys so very much and I like the attention.
No.
No. Really?
Okay. So
Troubleshooter, any questions? Any like?
Well, if you have good connections in the night market, do you think you'd be able to acquire a halfway decent sniper rifle that
Yes.
we might need for Overwatch and
Yes.
support?
Your fixer can.
Yeah.
Your fixer can do that.
Definitely. Just let me know what you want. And appropriate rounds and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Armor
of course.
piercing and explosive.
As far as an actual shopping night market run, I don't want to do that online unless for some reason you guys want to go through like role playing that. I would much rather just like message me the things that you want. I will let you know if they're available and what they cost. Just put it in Discord. Go into the Discord chat. And also go into the Discord chat and, make plans too once we're offline. But as far as actual shopping, we'll do it offline.
Batty offered to help me cakes out, and he never responded.
Kaneshi Robato!
Yes.
What do we mean?
Kaneshi Robato.
Did you not read the Discord after you posted the last thing?
She offered to chop your arm off for you.
So that you could have your pop-up flamethrower.
Did I need to lose the whole arm to get a
Did you not read anything that posted after you sent your response?
So for those of you that aren't able to see the chat, Meatcake said, "Hey, what if I got a flamethrower for a Cyberfinger?" My response was, "Flamethrowers are a little large and bulkier than that. How about a cyber arm with a pop-up flamethrower that's like comes out of your arm?" And then I said, "But it's going to cost you your arm. You'll need an actual fully robotic arm, not just some fingers." And Batty goes, "Oh, I'm good. I'll chop off your arm for you.
I have a snazzy samurai sword to do it." And then it just got crickets back.
Make sure you don't miss.
I wouldn't. I'd be aiming for, just above the elbow.
Well,
there's a bunch of stuff that I have on the Google Drive that I've shared with you. Cybernetics, So I will say this. Batty was asking me a lot about cybernetics today, getting cybernetics installed. There are obviously humanity costs to that. And troubleshooter, this one is especially for you. You can get therapy to restore your lost humanity with every piece of cybernetics that you have, giving you a -2 to your humanity. Not minus whatever you rolled. You lose, you roll 2d6, you lose 6 humanity. You can have therapy to restore all but 2. 2 for cyberware, 4 for Borgware.
I'm going to do that.
So
Yeah, it's a week-long
therapy is expensive.
process.
It is a week of downtime, and it is expensive.
And there are 2 different levels. One's more expensive than the other.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can get your humanity back. Every piece of cyberware or Borgware that you have reduces your maximum humanity by 2.
And the only way to get your humanity back entirely is to remove the cyberware.
So if you've got 5 cyberwares, your humanity is 10 lower. But you probably took like 25 humanity to get them installed. So you can use therapy to get back up to that -10 amount. It is a week and it's expensive. It's like, I don't remember if it's 500 eddies or 1,000 eddies. I think it's 500 eddies.
It's 500 for the basic, and I think 1,000 for the expensive one.
And I think you get 2d6 humanity back. So it's not a lot of humanity.
And the expensive one, you get 4 back.
Yeah.
Up to 2 being the minimum that you have to have.
Still better than nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Still better than what I got here.
So I was reading through that today because Batty was talking about the cyberware, and I realized that I didn't know that that was the case. I thought it was just a drop. So in the future, during downtime, we can use therapy to get your humanity back.
Which is honestly after the next time we get a week of downtime, that is 100% what Batty is doing.
After this, you guys will have quite a bit of downtime. Now,
therapy!
I'm going to say this. After this chapter, there's supposed to be several weeks of downtime for you guys to prep and recover and all that stuff. If you guys are like, I need more money. Let me go and find another gig. I have other gigs that we can do outside of the primary storyline.
Little short shot-y type.
Between this chapter and the next chapter, there's supposed to be a few weeks of downtime. So a good time to do things like cyberware and therapy and stuff.
Cool.
Let's see. So right now, we have Jazzy on the hunt for the blueprints, right?
Mhm.
We're going to be getting some magic, sparkle magic for Toady.
Night market for spells and sniper rifles.
And snipper rifles.
And drugs.
And
what?
then
And drugs. Meatcakes has figured out that he needs to heal a lot faster.
There are lots of drugs available at the night markets. That is
the boo-boo go-aways.
Yeah, the boo boo go away.
There are lots of drugs available at the night market. Yes.
And the Trinities.
Now, we will find out what is and isn't explicitly available based on your fixer's ability to set up a night market or find a night market, depending.
And I will be working on documentation for like inspection docs and IDs, and then possibly some financials for investment, pointing Beauty Who in the direction of what's her face, right?
Do we have other questions to ask Harry? Have there been other things? Is NCPD on this? Is she okay? Does she have other questions that there might be?
Where are you staying right now?
She's looking at other places.
What a love you are. I'm more than okay, doll. I'm crashing with one of my girlfriends tonight, and she makes amazing kibble cakes for breakfast. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'm stuffed. I've got stuff cached all around town. This is a blow and an annoying one, but it's far from fatal.
Okay.
You just hear a "go girl" in the corner, like really quietly, like, just.
And she looks over at Marianne wantingly.
Gonna say, need some company. I pick things up and I put them down.
Also have a roommate who might be upset with that.
Oh, meat cakes. I'm afraid you're just not my type.
Jazzy probably is.
You wouldn't. I don't think you'd fit in at my pool bars.
I make it fit.
I have Jazzy.
Go, girl!
Michael fingers.
Okay.
She says, I've caught wind of 3 other accidents involving liquor collections in the last week or so. One
Okay.
aboard a boat, the boat sank. One in Pacifica, another arson like my place, and one from an office at Petrochem. They pinned that one on Solve Oil strike team doing industrial espionage. The boat belonged to a nomad clan leader, and he's moved on and out of town. The owner in the Pacifica fire died in the fire, and Petrochem isn't going to tell anybody, especially the likes of me, the details. Still, I can see the pattern. Somebody
So
is stealing or destroying alcohol collections.
Hmm.
You said the one at Petrochem was just like in an office?
Petrochem HQ here in Night City.
And each time nobody saw anything, huh?
And there was
Not that I
no
can find.
security at Petrochem or.
Ghost Toad.
Whatever security there was overcome.
Meat cakes.
But I meant like surveillance wise, like if could they see
Want
who
to go
came
watch
in?
some CCTV for
They're
us?
going to lock down any information that they have. I have no information on it.
Oh, okay.
CCTV is fun.
I'm just gonna like kind of like slide out here like cameras.
I was going to say anything, like people who might have been in the area, maybe try and tap into their phones or anything like that.
I don't know how to.
Of the Petrochem attack?
No,
They're gonna
of,
lock down
Any of them. Any of them.
any of them. Like
Yeah.
Well-
or Harry's. Does she have cameras?
One was out on a boat. No, there were no. The cameras and footage got destroyed in the fire.
or
One of them
neighbors
was out on the
that
boat.
have
There was
cameras?
no recording there. Short story, no. There's no available camera footage that she knows of.
Damn. They're good.
Making
They're
it
really good.
super useful.
Mhm.
That was me, not Batty.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, the one in Pacifica, he died. The one at Petrochem, he's not going to tell it. Petrochem's not going to tell anybody what happened because that's their own corporate security.
Yeah.
The boat was out in the middle of the water.
Yeah. And there was
May-
nobody
may-
else stuck near them around the marina or anything else like that like left out.
Not that I know of. There could be.
Batty.
Damn,
What?
we're going to have 3 days to find it.
How much green jello can we buy after we do job?
All the green jello. We get free food from freaking Carrie's.
Yes.
Free jello. Free!
Yes.
Free. No Eddies. Free. As much as you want.
Rephrasing question. How many eddies are we being paid per job after we do it?
Somewhere between 1,000 for
15.
sure if we complete it, and then an additional 100 per bottle retrieved.
Plus an extra 500 if we embarrass the hell out of her.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
So minimum 1,500.
Yeah, I didn't
For
even report.
yeah.
Appropriate stakes.
I didn't even report the arson to the NCPD. They're so corrupt. And as I started looking into it, there was an NCPD investigator on the Pacifica case where a man died. Strangely enough, she doesn't seem to be too interested in investigating the case because she just got a large shipment of high-quality continental kibble delivered to her doors last night. Yesterday morning.
How difficult would it be to break into her place and steal all that kibble and leave a note that says, "We know," in its place?
It's the NCPD. It doesn't matter if they're corrupt or not. You go after one, you get the NCPD on you. I don't think.
I was just curious about if it was her place. So she's not gonna know it's us.
You embarrass the NCPD, they come down hard.
So go about it a different way.
They're just the
I
largest gang in the city.
I want to ask, is it worth getting all the people's phones and agents tapped?
Or hijacking what's already tapped.
Yes.
So from a technical standpoint, breaking into something like that requires a breacher. You can find that in the compendiums if you look through per breacher. But that is basically a per agent thing to get into somebody's agent or computer. Because of the way network infrastructure works in the time of the Red, there was a bunch of rabid AIs that went crazy and took over the old network, and they shut off the old network entirely. So in the new network, everything is air-gapped. Everything is siloed. Things are not connected to each other. There is no citywide infrastructure of internet other than there's one citywide, basically very controlled, very conscripted, called the Garden. But like security things, corporations, personal stuff, they are not in the Garden Patch.
Okay.
Everything is siloed. So if you go to a place and that place has security cameras, there is a net architecture in that building, and the only thing that net architecture does is those
It's
cameras and maybe one or two other things in the building, like a door or an air conditioning unit.
Yeah. So are breachers a class, or is that another program?
It is an item. If you go to the 4th tab, that compendium, and look up breacher, that is how you would get into somebody's specific agent cell phone.
Excuse me. It's the sparkle so you can do the magic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now that has nothing to do with other net architectures.
Now,
That's
is that
specifically for agents?
Is the breacher reusable, or is it
I
a single-use
believe
item?
it is reusable. Yes. Hacking an agent requires a breacher. Yeah. Yeah, they're reusable.
I just felt like that was a relevant thing to ask. On that
Very
one.
relevant.
For us, from the sounds of it, it was kind of expensive.
Yeah, it's 500
Yeah,
eddies.
because
Oh my goodness!
It's
One
the
way
white
to-
wall!
Everybody, hide your
Theodore!
cookies. Hide your cookies.
Daddy!
Hello, friend.
Hello. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. The long story short is a tiny little lesbian named Harry the Shrimp has just hired you guys to steal a bunch of booze and embarrass the fuck out of the executive that is running an opening gala in 3 days for a liquor investment bank called the Devil's Cut.
Love it.
And your friend Ghost Toad is asking for spells.
Yep. And a breacher.
And drugs.
And drugs. No, that's meat cakes.
That's me,
Well,
Cakes.
shamelessly
so-
hitting on the lesbian.
So right
Yeah.
now, all of you guys are sitting at the Forlorn Hope in a back room where Marianne has shushed out all of the contractors, closed the door. It was under construction. So the new Forlorn Hope is still under construction. Lots of contractors there. She shushed everybody out, gave everybody some lemonade and some scop dogs. And you've gotten a bunch of information. There's been like pictures and holograms of the different individuals. She has identified 3 individuals of note: the executive's bodyguard, and the executive's assistant. And she's given a lot of information on, like, here are some heist ideas and things. She did say one thing, though, that this executive does appear to be looking for an entertainer because the scheduled entertainer died in Pacifica yesterday. Got in a bar fight and died in Pacifica.
What kind of entertainment are they looking for?
What'd you like to know?
Yes?
She doesn't know. All she knows is the scheduled is that they are looking for somebody to replace the scheduled entertainer who died in Pacifica.
Well,
Also, Harry the Shrimp is a former heister and edge runner, but she is out of the business with gentlemen's agreements to never come back to the business lest some old grudges be called active and war to be declared. So she is working through you guys because she cannot get directly involved to embarrass the ever-living shit out of this person. Oh yeah, she's also mad because this person burned down her house and stole her liquor.
well,
Worth a
well,
lot,
you could
a lot
market
of money.
ourselves as entertainers.
Not a
Like
little bit, but a lot.
stupid amounts of money.
She had a private collection that she was going to sell to Marianne.
Stance.
The pay is
Sorry.
1,000 eddies a person, plus 100 eddies per bottle recovered from the
Additional bottle.
100 eddies per bottle recovered of the fancy, of this fancy store bottles. And Harry has even said she'll throw in an extra 500 eddy per person bonus if not only is she embarrassed, she is also investigated for crimes, like embezzlement or something.
We're currently talking about me forging some financial records to implicate her in embezzlement.
All right, what were you saying, Sooth?
I just wanted to know. It doesn't say it, but on that breaker, is there a humanity cost for me to have that?
No, it's software. It's a tool. It is a special cell phone, basically. It's a banana.
Okay. In that case, Ghost Toad is definitely going to look at Harriet and say, Miss Harriet, may...
Night market shopping we'll do offline.
Yeah.
Well, he was going to ask for her to pay for it as well.
I'll figure out what she will and won't pay for. I will say a breacher is on the pricey side for what she's going to pay for, so I'll have to roll for that. Because breachers are expensive. Breachers are considered, expensive.
They are considered expensive.
Cheap, everyday, costly, she'll probably cover as long as it's relevant without a question. Premium or expensive, which is either 100 eddies or 500 eddies.
500 eddies. Jesus.
100 eddies, you could probably talk her into it. 500 eddies, that is going to be outside of what she's going to pay for, most likely.
But we got a fixer who can, wiggle the price down maybe a little.
Probably
then,
not 80%.
No, but then if we pool our money to get this one needed thing, possibly.
Sure. And we can figure that out all offline on the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Sorry, I hope I'm not taking up too much time with that.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's the whole point of this. So we're in a room. We're talking with Harry and Marianne.
How about the assistant? I'm curious as to her comings and goings outside of corporate.
Let's see.
She end up spending any time at a hospital, seeing a certain somebody, or got a love interest?
Harry says that Miri Maldonado, the assistant, is actually been the most difficult person to get any information on, which in her words, what did she say?
She was
Covert ops
together.
I still don't have most of her dossier assembled, which means she's probably covert ops in disguise. She has been difficult to track down, so there's a couple of different things that she could be. She might be a corporate spy from somebody else. She might be a secret bodyguard, or she might just herself be a really tight up-and-coming executive with a whole lot of ambition.
Jazzy might take a hand in trying to figure that one out too, because it's a mystery, and of course she loves busting mysteries. So,
let's see. All she knows is that Miri arrives every day at exactly 6 a.m., and leaves every day at exactly to the minute 8 p.m. and always via a taxi.
Always via a taxi.
Whereas Jules and her bodyguard Anvil come via a ground car, usually between 6 and 6:30, and leave between 7 and 8 p.m.
I still think we should try to get in as entertainment.
Well, there will be a difficulty with coming in just as the entertainment, and that's how are you being the entertainment while at the same time stealing from the vault?
I think, moreover, he's
No,
going
no. I can handle the embarrassing her part as the entertainment.
Ah,
partially, but I think we're going to use, if it's okay with you, we're going to use you as more of a distraction, which could
That's
also be the
embarrassment.
embarrassment. Yeah, which could also be the embarrassment.
Excellent. You're stripping, right?
No, you're going to go in dressed in a tuxedo, but then you're going to strip it off and you're going to play rock and roll really loud in a thong.
I love this idea. Where do we find a tuxedo in my size?
I think you can find one off an old elephant.
Why would you have an elephant in a tuxedo?
You want one, don't you?
to get an audition,
Oh,
we'll
I
either-
see it. I get it.
We'll take a streetwise check to find a fixer that knows the right people to get you an audition, or the fixer can just perform a difficult streetwise check to get you an audition with a bribe.
That sounds like a job for a fixer.
So would that be a streetwise or would that be a bribery?
I will accept either.
Because that'd be. If I try the streetwise one to find an audition, if that doesn't work, would I be able to bribe secondary?
There's going to be a bribe to get on the list, pretty much regardless.
Right, but if I can use my streetwise to get an audition with the streetwise, but I can't find the right connections to do so, would I be able to bribe the one holding the list?
I mean, yes, that's what I'm saying. Is like if you roll either one with, it's 100. I'm going to go with this: 100 Eddie bribe and a successful streetwise or bribery gets you on the list. 20 beats 15. Yes, so you have now scheduled the White Whale and crew for an audition tomorrow afternoon. They are very strict, very scheduled. They say be here at 2:00. You have 40 minutes, and then you're out the door.
Do we know what type of music they're looking for?
I imagine if they actually booked you, they'd looked it up.
You're muted.
He just has an audition. It's not
Yeah.
like he hasn't been booked for the event yet. He has an audition for the event.
Correct. You
Yeah,
have
but
an
he's
audition
also-
tomorrow
he's
at
a
2:00, and that will get him and his band and crew, the groupie roadies,
Yep.
into the building for 40 minutes to perform an audition under
Where the gala's at, which is
where the
next
gala
door,
is going to.
which is next door to the actual bank, right?
No, it's all the same building.
It's all in the same building. Okay.
Yeah, all the same building.
Would I be able to get those inspect papers forged in time? So like if we go in as roadies, I could kind of like wander off. And if I get caught, be like, no, look, here's this paperwork. And let me go about my business.
Yes, but there's going to be a wardrobe/fashion check that will need to be done high enough.
That's fine.
Because-
I can go shopping tonight.
If you look like a roadie, you're not going to be believed to be a city inspector.
I have a giant roadie coat on. I can put nice clothes underneath it. And then when it's time to do the city inspector, I can just go.
That's what I'm saying. So wardrobe/fashion is an actual skill. It'll be a wardrobe/fashion check. Otherwise, the persuasion is going to be very, very difficult. Also, sneaking away during the audition itself is going to be a challenge. Not impossible, but it's going to be a challenge.
Excuse me.
Just giving you the up and ups.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, Jazzy already looks she looks like an exec. Or she can look like an exec.
She dresses very high.
A lot easier than some of the others of us.
I'll be roadie.
Yeah.
Pick things up, put them down.
If they go into crew and they go, well, who are you? I'd be like, I'm PR, and just like ignore them.
You could also just be like my like sandwich person, just constantly carrying food for me.
No. Just,
Craft services, yeah. Thank you, Justin.
I'm not your craft services. I don't care how fake this whole thing is. All you'd be getting is green Jello.
No. Also, maybe.
Well, then you'd be fending off Toad every time he tries to steal the green Jello from you.
I get free Jello.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Harry again goes, okay, so we've got 3 stages. Recon, the event, getting away.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be ready for all 3.
Not really. The recon, we have to get some. Like if I bring gear in for this thing, are we leaving gear there?
I mean, if we can finagle it while we're there, but
Yeah, I'd hate to carry
at
this
the
gear
very
like 3 different
least,
times, but
I mean,
like if we carry the gear and we leave it there overnight for the gig the next night, then we can also maybe smuggle in something that we could use to like remote control. Like,
well, this is assuming
No, I
we
think
even
you're onto something there, because there's no way they're going to let you into the gala looking like that. They're
Yeah.
not going to allow armed and armored people into the gala.
Right.
But we're also assuming that the White Whale is going to get like past the audition and get selected for everything. So I mean, if we can figure out a way to get things in and then stash it while we're there, so it's already in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's what luck rolls are for.
Okay.
I'm going to do the old face man thing. Trust me.
You were just shamelessly flirting with somebody who is obviously a lesbian.
Named Harry the Shrimp.
Named Harry the Shrimp.
My name is Meat Cakes. It's so smart.
Oh, darling. I'm like, what the fuck? Does Jazzy have? Because that would like part of the doing like if we did the like fake inspection to get in there, that would have something to do with like a bureaucracy type scenario too, right? Like if so, does Jazzy have any points in bureaucracy at all? Being media.
Oh, what is that? Social
Education.
No, I don't believe she did. Not in education.
Yeah, because forged documents might get you into the building, but if you have to talk to people, they're going to expect to hear
level 0
before they start getting suspicious.
Yeah, you don't have an actual skill in it. That's just your intelligence. Which you can still roll it, I think, right? Even if you have a level 0 and something.
Yeah, you can still roll it. It's just going to be based on whatever your intelligence plus the roll is.
Right.
Like, let's see. This is not for anything. This is me just clicking the thing.
For example.
I should have said this is for something.
She rolled a critical success, people. On a die of 1 to 10, she got a 25.
With no points in the level. But yeah, it basically takes whatever your stat is and it adds it to the whatever you got on the roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I could have freaking bullshit like no fucking other with that. All right. Because that could also, you could do a whole banter, conversation, confusion, and that came up too. Couldn't you just constant misdirects?
Sure. I mean, you just have to
Okay.
be able to talk your way through some sort of inspection, to bluff or
Yeah.
bullshit, or talk your way through some sort of inspection in case somebody like a security guard gets suspicious.
So if we, in theory, kind of did a twofer, kind of do a semi split up, like where half the party go, like same building, so we're not splitting the party
Yep.
necessarily. Have half of you guys go for like the entertainment, like for the audition. Sorry, that word was hard for me for some reason. For the audition, and then one of the roadies could, just slip something under the stage or whatever, like stash some stuff, and then the other 2 or 3 can go with the inspection route to try to get actually into the vault and everything.
I'll also give you guys a word of advice. There is also an alert mechanic here. The more alerted she is before the gala, the more security there will be at the gala. Just so you know.
And is she on on premises?
So I'm doing the actual
Audition, or it's her gala, but
Yeah, she's micromanaging this shit.
damn it.
Goody.
Sounds like you're going to be more of a distraction than a capability of a vehicle to move armor and weapons into. But tools are pretty universal. You can always use tools.
Because even if we get all that figured out, we still got to figure out how we're going to escape after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drive, but
I was thinking mapping out the tunnels underneath. Maybe there's a tunnel that intersects or goes underneath of this building, or there's a service.
Find out if you have the blueprints.
corridor.
I didn't say Jazzy is getting the blueprints. Jazzy, can you get the blueprints?
So with the blueprints, then we can figure out how we can move all this stuff quickly without being seen, which is exactly what I'm thinking. Is we're just gonna blow a hole in the floor, take it into the into the tunnels, and then we're gone.
We could.
But we're assuming that there are tunnels under. Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
Well, we also have to implicate her somehow in embezzling this stuff.
How many survivors?
That was an idea that one of your party members said.
Yeah.
How many survivors from other attacks?
2. Well, 1 plus not any idea. Because
The nomad that owned the boat is long gone. The petrochem target, petrochem's keeping mum. And
the arson guy died. So
there are no enemies of my enemy. Yeah.
So only petrochem.
This lady had to have stepped on some toes on her way up the ladder. So
she's a corporate executive in Cyberpunk. She absolutely stepped on toes going up the ladder.
Right. So maybe we can.
I mean, if she was smart, she didn't leave anybody left.
I think we should blackmail Petrochem Man for help to get Juliana.
I can research.
So you're going to go after somebody else to go after somebody?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Especially if I have information on my enemy.
That is an option.
Which ones?
I think one of us should try to either waylay, follow, or talk to the assistant lady.
Jazzy wants to also. Well, we've got you doing a lot of things. We've got you pulling.
Yeah, but I can make a couple phone calls and be like.
The only thing we got Jazzy doing now is pulling blueprints, isn't it?
Yeah, pulling her blueprints, and also, what was she also supposed to do? She was supposed to do something else.
I thought that was it.
I think that's
I can reach out to a couple of my corporate contacts that are on my side and figure out who upset her and
Well, what would that be under? Would that be under deduction? Or...
Remove the
I need to figure out some roles on that. I mean, we're close enough to the end of the night that I don't want to take the time to figure out what roles those are.
Are you attempting to smother? Okay.
Oh, no, he was
He
just gonna
deserves
beat me.
it. Trust me, he deserves it.
So,
I'm not debating that.
right now we have Jazz getting blueprints, Evney finding or setting up a night market, and forging
Crime.
some documents.
Forgery. Yep.
I'm gonna rally the crew that played with me last time.
This is the crew that played with you last time, plus
Yep.
Patch.
Wait, I thought
Well, what about the crew from the old Forlorn?
The ones
we
that all
had
died?
NPCs playing with me on the stage last time.
No, the one.
Oh, in the courtyard.
Yeah.
Legacy and Random. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. They would totally be down for a paying gig.
Yeah.
Yep, they're down for a paying gig. Okay, good call. Good call. I like that. I didn't even think about that.
Which
Okay.
also pulls the eyes off the rest of us.
I thought that was where we were going with that.
Yeah, I did too.
I think everybody was on board with that except for Chance.
I thought that was really good.
Sooth is buying spells. Troubleshooter is buying a sniper rifle. Meatcakes is
Getting drugs.
And a breaker.
Boo Boo
And
be
a
gone.
And play, yeah, Boo Boo be gone. And then,
Or, I'm sorry, a breacher.
yeah.
Preacher.
And then I'm also going to be
so.
the Brody carrying stuff in.
But right now, the only reconnaissance activity we have right now is
Blueprints.
Jazzy getting blueprints.
Well, we should.
And then there is also the audition, which will obviously be part of the roleplay, and potentially an inspection, which will be part of the roleplay.
And
Question.
if we can get Jazzy or somebody to come along and like surreptitiously take photos of like camera angles and mirrors that might be double, three-way mirror or whatever, two-way mirror, things like that.
As far as the recon goes, I think it would either be because I don't know what kind of style troubleshooter has.
Well, if you are Harry says to people that if you are not let me see, I've actually got this written down. Acting, personal grooming, expensive. If you do not have Asia Pop, business wear, generic chic, or urban flash, or something to that sort of good person district, you will stand out in that district.
Right. So what I'm saying is that like I wasn't sure what style that he had. Like I didn't know what he or Jazzy, because Jazzy wears business typey stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I think Jazzy is generic chic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't, like I said, so the idea was either way was maybe one of them could pose as a potential interested party that may want to store some of their booze with you. Can I have a tour? And they could go in and
it's not even, she doesn't have it written down, so. Harry says you can try that, but she doesn't expect that Jules is going to be giving tours 3 days before her gala.
Could we
maybe it could be as a press conference though.
Do that, or maybe have like a knockoff bottle, a good knockoff forger over here, and be like, well, I would like to have the rest of my collection. Show like a really expensive one. Just I happen to have with me. It will be my collection will be along these lines. I need to find out if your vault or system is up to par to protect this valuable collection type scenario. Worst case scenario, we can see if somebody gets sent after him.
That could be a way in to try to sell a
Yeah.
fancy bottle of her before the grand opening?
Because I thought it was like a bank type scenario. but yeah.
It is. But like the gala is the launch of the Devil's Cut Bank,
The bank, yeah.
right?
Okay.
So the gala
Right.
is the launch. She's been collecting bottles prior to the launch in order to make it an investment vehicle. So
Okay.
the whole buying and selling thing hasn't started yet. But that's not to say she's a greedy corpo. If she can get more
Right.
bottles beforehand, she might be interested in that. But there would just have to be some reason that like you
Right.
would know to
Okay.
go
Yeah.
to
Like,
her.
look, I've been hearing rumblings and this and that, and
Yeah.
here's
have to be able to
an example
justify it.
of I
Yep,
need
certainly.
somebody that like if you had like I said, it could be like a freaking just a really good fake. Like I'm going to the night market. I'm sure I could find an empty bottle and whip up a fucking label with some crazy liquid and seal it with wax. Hey, look.
Look, it's old number 7.
Yeah, and just put some freaking apple juice or some bullshit in it, or sin juice or whatever it is.
So she would probably be testing any bottles that she gets. So it would
I didn't
get
say
you.
she could touch this bottle. It's as an example of. I'd be like, hey.
It might get you in the door, but there's going to be risks that come with that, especially if you leave the bottle with her afterwards to test.
Why would I leave it with her afterwards to test? I don't trust her. I don't know her.
I'm saying risks. If she actually gets the opportunity to examine it,
I'm pretty sure that I could get whoever was in there doing that to throw a shit fit if her even gets near the cork on it. I said, grab it, storm out, cause a huge scene, which would be embarrassing. How does this thing do practices this way? Blah blah blah. I'm never gonna bring my,
at the gala itself.
Yeah.
So the
And then
gala
she
is
tries to,
defined-
and then if she tries to shush me,
okay.
I just shatter the bottle on the ground, like. Yeah.
So the gala is looking for people to buy into her bank. Not right. I'm just saying she's probably not going to be haggling for individual bottles
No.
because she wants to show off how she already has all the good bottles.
No.
So it can use something like to get in beforehand, either.
You might be able to do it to get in beforehand. To get in before the gala. I don't think it would work at the gala.
Okay.
Because at the gala already, it's invitation only. Like she's already invited people, and it's not going to be like people showing up to sell her things. It's come to my gala to buy into my investment. You're coming here to make money. You buy my boozes, they're going to get more valuable as time goes on. You make money. It's gold investing.
Yeah, so that doesn't sound like a shill at all.
Gold investing, but booze.
Anybody else have any ideas? Because I'm running out.
Can't think of anything else other than we got to find a way to get out of there with a bunch of booze.
Yeah, we
All I
haven't
can
even
think
talked
of is-
about actually
Yeah.
getting the booze yet. We've only talked about recon.
No, it's hard to do that when we don't have any information to go off of yet.
Okay. So we'll do recon and then come back for the actual act part. Act planning, and escape planning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there are 3 recon steps. 1 blueprints, 1 city investigator, forgery documents. I might recommend also costumes, and 1 auditions in order to get in. Are the 3 recon steps.
Yeah. Which we can this coming night at the night market, we can just get new costumes, like clothes or costumes or whatever while we're there.
Okay. So in that case, between now and the next session, 2 weeks from now, on Tuesday, the November 4th at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Anything you want to purchase from the night market at this time, let me know.
Put it in the Discord.
Put it in the Discord. Again, we've got the lucky break, so there will be ways to, if it's reasonable, spend luck points to say, yeah, I totally did this before. I just didn't tell you. But
And Batty can get better discounts the more of a specific item that you get.
put into Discord the things that you want to buy. I will let you know the availability and the cost.
Sounds good.
All right.
I am building my list already.
Good. Any other questions for Harry and Marianne, or all right?
Does anybody else here ever dealt with this woman? Like,
I'm gonna
what
ask
is
Marianne for another packet of lemonade mix.
what is there? Have any of you, like? I know
Yeah.
you have. Like, I point to Shrimp. I see you have a grudge against this person. But does anybody have any other information that could help us? Something that would incense this woman or upset her, or
Well, the only two people in here besides you guys is Harry and Marianne.
right. So, does anybody, including Marianne, know anything about this lady?
Nothing other than what's been said.
Okay.
All right, chat. I think we're going to call it here then. You should join us on the Architects of Fate channel, though. We've got more streams sort of all of the time. We're a little light right now because last night was The Expanse, tonight being Cyberpunk Red. Tomorrow we have Curse of Strahd. Oh, wait, it's not Curse of Strahd anymore. Now it's just regular old Curse of Strahd because they didn't bring that joke back yet. But I don't have a description. I think it's actually episode 1 of the Curse of Strahd. So if you guys want to see that campaign kicking off, it's a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. It's the second time this channel has attempted it, I believe. The first time is where all of the Strahd came from. And Merc Puppy is running it, which you might have seen him with us last night on The Expanse. Fun guy, fun DM. It's his first time actually DMing. So here on the Architects of Fate, you guys get to buy things and make things happen with your Architects of Fate points. What you should do is get over to his channel and start redeeming a whole bunch of random shit and throw it at him and make him deal with it in order to be like, hi, welcome to the GM game. Here, have a random rainstorm. And oh yeah, magic encounter, go. Tentacles coming from the sky. Friday, let's see. Thursday, we don't have anything. Friday, I think we're going to have an off the rails, so more of a redeem good weather. Yes. Friday, we're going to have an off the rails, so we're just going to keep it informal. Nat's going to run that. We'll be informal. We'll have a good time. Maybe play some party games or just talk about. I really don't know. It could be anything. You'll just have to find out when you join us on Friday for Off the Rails. And let's see if we can get a raid. Yes, Single Step Gaming. Guys, get over there. Go be cool. Support your indie gamer. Support your indie streamer. Most importantly, support each other in these times. Don't be a dick. Get out there. Make some positivity in the world. And with that, we love you. Good night.